Hey guys, I have quite a different video for you today. I am doing the concert tag. I haven't done a tag maybe ever in this channel. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is my first ever tag, but anyway, I thought why not do my first ever tag on one of my first ever loves of my life, which is music and concerts. That is such a shit introduction to this video, but anyway, I'm doing this because I love concerts. I've been to so many. If you want to know how many I've watched, then keep on watching. But yeah, I'm doing the concert tag. I have my iPad right here and I'm going to read out the questions. What was the first concert you attended? From this question, I can only remember that I wanted to watch Fall Out Boy. No. Oh, yeah. I wanted to watch Panic at the Disco. So that was my first ever concert that I attended. It was Panic at the Disco. And it was probably, again, one of my first ever obsessions with a band. Like, my obsession with Panic at the Disco was intense. Like, I can't even handle it right now, but anyway, I went with my friends. We even like printed t-shirts of I love Panic at the Disco, PATD actually, and I didn't even get to wear that freaking shirt. Honest to God, I don't remember why, but yeah, that was my first ever concert. The second question is, what was your most recent concert? My most recent concert is Leon. She is a Swedish singer, and it was a really intimate concert. It was probably filled with only 30 people, and she literally can identify the audience because it was that small, and she's such a underrated artist, I want to say, and she literally recognizes her fans, and it was really nice actually, even though I don't really know her because one of my friends liked her. And the third question is, how many concerts have you been to? I actually have a list of all the artists that I've seen ever in my life. Well, not ever, because I basically had a change of genre music taste situation as I grew up. I used to love the pop punk, alternative scene sort of situation, and I don't know, I'm a bit ashamed of it, but you know what, it's pretty funny. Like, it was part of who I was. So I shouldn't be ashamed of it. But anyway, in this live list, and that's what I call the list, I didn't take note of everything, so I just took note of the bands or artists that I saw that, you know, kind of defines my taste now. But anyway, when I count all the artists in that list, I can count 33. But obviously, some of these bands or artists I've seen like quite a few times, so it should be, I want to say, at least 50 concerts. Fourth question, which artists have you seen the most live? Definitely Han. I've seen them 4 times. I know that's probably like not even that much for some of you who are obsessed with like concerts and gigs and whatever, but because I used to live in Indonesia, and you know, not a lot of artists and bands want to go to my country, but I think now there's quite a lot of bands and even cool artists. Like, I saw Blur in Indonesia, and Stone Roses and MGMT back in the day, and you know, so I think the bands are starting to realize our potential as an audience. So good on you, bands. And the fifth question is, what's the furthest? Why am I suddenly being British? What's the furthest you've ever traveled for a concert? Probably to Singapore, which is like an hour and a half flight from where I used to live, my hometown. So we flew to Singapore to watch Foo Fighters. I went with my brother and my cousin, and even like my mom and dad. We already booked tickets. We booked plane tickets. We booked obviously the Foo Fighters concert tickets, and we booked hotels and everything like that. And then, what do you know? D-1, they canceled the concert. Oh yeah, it's because Dave Grohl, he had an injury. I think it was his legs or maybe arms. You know, something that would kind of make him unable to play instruments. So probably his arms. I forgot. Or maybe it was his throat. I forgot. 6 questions. Best opening act you've seen. Honestly, I don't think there's any opening acts that stuck to my mind. But I would say Bipolar Sunshine. I remember seeing them as the opening act for Bombay Bicycle Club, I think. And I really liked them. I just remember hearing their songs and being like, wow, this is really good. So yeah, Bipolar Sunshine. Have you met any bands or artists at concerts? Have I? I'm sure I have. Who did I meet at a concert? The only thing I can remember is, you know, like Indonesian bands, because obviously it's like really easy to meet them because they're like, the Indonesian bands that I like are really like relatively small. So yeah, I've met like Polka Wars, Dried Cassava, Efek Rumah Kaca maybe? No. Have you met any internet friends at concerts? I think I have. You know, back in the day that I told you when I was into the pop punk scene. I think I have met like internet friends because I used to go on the internet really often. Like Tumblr was a big thing back then. So yeah, I think I have met my internet friends at concerts, and oh my god, this is really giving me the nostalgia chills. Second to last question. Have you ever caught a guitar pick or drumstick or setlist? God, that was a lot. Yes, I have. I've caught guitar picks. I've caught set lists. Actually, I've stolen guitar picks even, which is really creepy. Because I was like one of the photographers for my school's events, and we used to do a lot of like gigs and stuff. So I was the photographer. Obviously, I was so close to the stage, and I just stole a pic. And for set lists, yeah, I have quite a few set lists. Well, actually, I only have 2. I have Tame Impala set list. I have Phoenix set list. So for the Phoenix one, let me just tell you the story. I watched Phoenix, and I was in the front row, so I was really easy to kind of stay there and ask for the set list. But the thing is, there's like a crew guarding, you know, after the barricade, but before the stage, if that makes sense. So they were guarding there, and people were like, you know, when concerts finish, people always like, ah! And then I was one of them. I was like, ah, can I have the set list? And the guy was like, no. And he was just like, nope. Go back home. Go home. And he was like being a real dick. So I noticed that the crew of Phoenix themselves, they're kind of like the security guards of the venue, I think, because they had like uniforms, whereas the crew for Phoenix themselves have like this really cool bomber jacket that says Phoenix on the back. So, you know, because they're French and I used to speak French, I used to learn French for 2 years. So I kind of just shouted at the crew. I don't even remember what I said anymore, but I was shouting in French. I was shouting like, "Can I have the set list, please?" I mean, in French, obviously. And he kind of heard me, and he looked at me, and he gave the set list to the crew that was a dick. And I don't think he got the message, so he just like kind of threw it to all the people, and someone else got the set list, and I was like, "Damn you, that was me!" And then I shouted again, and I was like, "S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît." And the crew noticed that I didn't get the set list, that someone else got the set list, so he gave the set list to that dick, and he was like, I don't think he can speak English that well, so he gave it to the guy, and he was like pointing at me. So everyone like got the picture. They were like, "Oh shit, that's for her." And I got the set list. That was a really nice experience. I loved it. We are coming into the end of this tag. I'm sure you're already bored, but the last question is best concert you've been to and why? Hands down, it's probably Bombay Bicycle Club. I mean, first of all, I'm obsessed with Bombay Bicycle Club. I think they're in the runner-up of like my top 3 favorite bands ever. I mean, obviously my favorite band ever is the Beatles, but I think they're a close second. I just had the best time of my life, and because I love them so much, like I really connected to all the songs and the music, and I just wanted to cry the whole time. And also David Gilmour was there. It was fucking amazing. And it was like in a iconic venue that was going to be bulldozed because capitalists and people who want money and stuff like that. So it was a really emotional night. I think it was their last gig ever before the hiatus. Is that even how you say the word? Yeah, so hands down the best concert I've ever been to. I mean, David Gilmour was there and nobody knew. And also Lucy Rose was there as well. So that was a nice surprise. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I don't even know if you guys are even interested in what I have to say about music or concerts or whatever, but I really enjoyed doing this tag. And if you want me to do more tags, then leave them down below, obviously, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!